Hey everybody, Mike Freeland coming to you guys. I wanted to show you pretty much what I do on a daily basis early in the morning to get things started for my trading. I'm now currently just focusing on one currency a day. You can become financially free off of one currency a day. All right, so what I do in the morning now, a couple of things that I do. The first big thing that I do is I come to Forex Factory, which is what everybody does. And the whole purpose of this is to find out what uh, particular currencies or what countries have red boxes. This is pretty much all you need to know. If a country has a red box at a designated time, you should probably stay away from that because, especially if you're kind of rooting for your own country or whatever, because when it's red boxes here, it's kind of like right iffy. The market is really volatile, and you may be thinking one thing and it actually goes another way. As you can see here, 8:30 a.m. the U.S. dollar or the United States is going to be having some meetings and talking about some things, so it's kind of volatile right there. And I personally focus on the USD JPY. So this is the first thing I look at. I notice here at 8:30. There's a couple of issues. Then at 10, there's another red box. So I kind of really monitor what's going on there. Then the next thing that I do, after I pull it up and just check the boxes, that's all that I check. I go to, I come over to the Trading View site. And what I do, because I focus on the Japanese yen and US dollar, I come in and I do the dollar currency index, and I do specifically the Japanese currency index. And up here it's very powerful. It lets you know the true way that the market is going. As you can see, it's saying that the Japanese yen, actually this percentage rate is greater, but it's coming down, and the dollar is going up. So what I do, guys, is I monitor these percentages here. Okay, that's all I do is kind of I gauge these percentages to get an idea of where the market is. Now I have other tools on my smartphone that lets me know a couple of things as well, like when the the price is above 70 or below 30, when the market is there, and which way I should go. I can show that in another video. But after I do these things here, guys, let me just minimize this really quick. Now I kind of know what I want to do. So what I always do is set up my charts. It may not work for a lot of people, but it works for me. I usually come in because I use the 15-minute chart. I come in and I kind of just give me a line, a vertical line here to close out one day and pick up the next day. Okay, now these lines here, don't worry about this. This was from a previous deal right here. These two yellow lines and this red line, don't worry about. But as soon as I come on and I draw my line to close off one day and start the next, I first then look for the highest that the market has went as far as USD JPY, and I draw a line. At the time it was right here, as you can see. You see this candle is still working. It was right here, and then I also draw the low. Here's the low right here. Now some would have probably went right here. It's a little lower, but I chose right here because this is also going to act as a support and resistance line should the market come back down that far. So I have these two blue lines that's busy, and the market is going to be working right now in between those two blue lines. So this third blue line, and if this sounds a little confusing, just go back. I'm trying to talk it a little slow, hopefully so that you'll understand. But this third blue line is what I call, it's another support and resistance line, and it's based off really these two candles right here because they are the most recent. I could have put it here, I could have went here, but because these are the most recent, I put it this blue line as support and resistance right here. Now, as you can see, the market went down, and then remember I showed you that the US dollar was going to be in some meetings and doing some things, and so the market went up. Okay, it went up, and it's still going up right now. So after I set these lines and everything, I created a trend line. Okay, my trend line is showing that the market is going up, and I have a tool, a bot if you will, that when a candle closes on this side of the trend line, it's a notification that the market is about to go down. All right, and so what happens is this red trend line will turn green, and so if I'm here at my home or if I'm out, I'll get a notification over my phone which tells me, hey, things are set up primed for you to make a move as far as jumping into the trade. Now also what I do is I have here at 2 more signals, which is just added confirmation. The heavy blue line is the RSI, the relative strength index, and it's showing you that the market is going up, and you can see this move from time to time. It's still showing you that the market is going up. This is showing you as well the market is still climbing. It's above the 80. Okay, the max is 100. I've never seen it hit 100, but I have seen it hit 96, 97. All right, now the dotted red line and the other green line, this shows you when the market is going up and whether it's coming down. And what happens is it's the stochastic. What happens is when it's going up or coming down, the lines cross. The red dotted line represents the market coming down. The blue line represents the market going up. As you can see, the red line has crossed over, okay, and it's starting to come down. The RSI is turning to come down as well. Whichever line is in front, okay, that's the easiest way. Whatever line is in front, that's the line that's in the way or the direction that the market is going. You can see here that the market is starting to come down. All right, now let's say this remains a red candle and it comes down and it breaks this trend line and it closes on this side of the trend line. I get a notification, hey, the market is coming. I get in, I see that it closed here. Well, I won't say I get in because I don't want you to think I jump right in. I come to my phone or whatever, and I see that the market is closed on this end, on this side. I come down and I notice that the stochastic and the RSI is coming down as well. Those are 3 significant indications that the market is coming down and I may want to get in. My final look is that the Bollinger Bands, these 3 bands right here, when the band or the candle closes outside the Bollinger Band, like this did, it's a good indication as well that it's going to be a sell. Down here, if it did the same thing, it's a very good indication that it's going to start to be a buy. This to me, this is me personally, is like the highway of the particular currency pair. Okay, this is a lane, this is a lane, this is like the medium. A lot of people do not like to trade on here because it can be very, very iffy. All right, in the middle. A lot of people like this to trade because it's almost a guarantee or gives you a better idea of what is going to happen. Now this can close and it can work its way all the way back down over a period of time, and then you'll start seeing it play around on this line. That lets people know that eventually that sell is going to come in. As you can see, again, I'm using the 15-minute chart, okay, and I can just simply, when I'm home, I can simply monitor this, you know, along with doing whatever else. But what I really love is that I get a notification if I'm out and about with this trend line, because when it crosses over, I get that notification and it gives me more of a concrete time to want to zero in into a trade. Now, like I said, this is moving back and forth. As you can see, this is moving slightly back and forth, up and down. So you have great indicators to let you know. So those are just really quick, a couple of the things that I do when I set up my lines. When the market closes today, I'm going to eliminate all of this, and I'm going to do a video showing you exactly how I set up everything. I didn't do it right now only because I wanted to definitely get into this trade because I knew a couple of things. I knew that the RSI was above 70, it's above 80. I knew that it's a possibility that it has to be coming down shortly. I wanted to set up my support and resistance lines. I wanted to set up the trend line as the notification. I wanted to get all of this in so that when it breaks through and it gives me that serious confirmation that it's coming down, I can jump into the trade. But after the market closes today, sometime over the weekend, I'm going to do one. I'm going to set up my chart for next week, and I'm going to do it live so that you guys can see exactly what it is I do. This is Mike Freeland. You guys take care. Have a fantastic weekend. And remember, we'll see you on the other side of money. Bye-bye.